everyone, welcome to Kalkee Krushna Diary. If you are new here, then I'm Kalki. I do movie reviews, movie recommendations, and movie analysis. Well, I watched that film that I'm going to talk about. I watched it a week ago, but then I didn't think of doing the review of this. But then the kind of Instagram feed I used to consume every day about this film, then finally I thought of doing this. Well, I shot the review video as soon as I watched that film, but then I didn't post it because you know the situation we are closing through. There are so many things are happening, and when it comes to cinema field, then we know what we lost in before last couple of days. So before heading to the video, before heading to the review, I want to talk about Sushant Singh Rajput here. That I'm seeing so many people are commenting their personal reviews. Sushant Singh Rajput should not have committed suicide no matter what the situation was. Yes, absolutely right. I agree with that. But you know what? We all know that he was going through depressions now for last 4 5 months. When a person is in depression, that person himself does not know what he is thinking, what he is doing in this um, particular stage, and what he is up to after some minutes, or what he did a minute ago. So he really doesn't know what he is doing, and if he gets a panic attack, that time he forgets everything. He is not in his sense, and whatever he does in his sense. So we should not really judge, we should not really talk that he should not have committed suicide because he was in depression. There are various kind of depressions, and there is a whole lot of another discussion. So please don't say ki who commits suicide you don't have any sympathy on that person. No, you should be having sympathy on somebody who is fighting with the depression. You don't know, maybe I also don't know completely that what a person goes through when somebody is in depression. And forget about his family. We as audience, we are feeling like a person lost. So forget about his family, what they must be thinking. And Sushant Singh Rajput was one of my favorite actors, and the last one I watched of him was Chichore. Then I in theater, but then I watched Son Chidiya in OTT platform. I was clean bowled with his performance. Such a brilliant actor, and who can act with a person like Manoj Bajpayee. Well, it is definitely a big loss for everybody. It is really, really heartbreaking. We're gonna miss Shishant, definitely. Well, let's come to the point, and the point is I was talking about this particular film, and the film name is 365 Days. Before I did this review, I posted a story on my Instagram, and I wanted the public review, that what public think about this particular film. And I got some of the opinion and some of the response, and I thought, okay, now I need to talk about it. Let me tell you about the story. Well, this film is directed by Barbara Bialevas and Thomas Mendes. In Starcast, we'll see Michele Morrone as Massimo and Anna Maria as Laura. So this film is about these two people, Massimo and Laura. After a big hit in Poland, this film is streaming on Netflix, and in few days, this film is crossing over 180 million views. This is tremendous, right? So that is why I thought of making this video. So well, this film is about an Italian gangster. So he has an imagination of a girl, and he thought that he is in love. And after 4 years, eventually he is finding that particular girl, and the girl name is Laura. So when he finds Laura, they are bumping on each other. Now Mashimo kidnaps Laura, and he is giving Laura 365 days to fall in love with him. And he says, if you are not falling in love with me in 365 days, then I'll set you free. Well, after few days, if that girl is falling in love with him or not, that is the whole case. And what happens in the end, that is the story is all about. I should not be a spoiler, but yes, I want to add that the ending, how it was, is not satisfactory at all. Well, if you are a fan of 50 Shades of Grey, then this film you're gonna definitely love. But this film is exciting, at the same time problematic. I'll tell you why. In this film, Mashimo is saying Laura that I will not touch you without your permission. At the same time, he is touching her in every private parts of her body. Then what is the point of saying? Number two, entering to her changing room and seeing her in lingerie, and he is saying that I will see you when I wish to see you. Really? Though Massimo is saying that he's crazy in love with Laura, at the same time he is doing all the sexual activities in front of Laura and saying that now you are out of your control. I can do whatever I want to do, but I will not do. Because you know why? Because I will need your permission. Laura tries her best to get out of that place, but she is absolutely helpless because she is under a gangster. But eventually, she falls in love with him. I'm sorry for the spoiler, but I really think that maybe good sex forgives everything. Yes, this film has a lot of sexual scene which you may enjoy, but end of the day that is not the problem about this film, not at all. This film has a question on female sexuality. This film has not discussed anything about the life of Laura, about the career of Laura, and most importantly, you really can relate to this character, the Mashimo with Kabir Singh. If you are asking why, then let me tell you. He is exactly the kind of obsession he has as Kabir Singh had for Preeti. This person is over possessive. Whatever Laura is wearing, he is opposing that. He is even saying her that you are dressed up like a whore, and he is trying to get control over her. This film is extremely problematic and extremely disturbing. The problem is when he glorifies such characters. I was completely stunned when I saw the good reviews of girls of this particular film. So we as audience, we have some responsibility. Watching good contents is not a problem, but glorifying it as a problem. As I said, I would like to say the cinematography and the backdrop music is extremely good of this film. These two things are adding a lot to this film. Well, this is it for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I want to know your point of view about this film. I'm pretty curious about to know that, and please subscribe to my channel for such regular updates about movies. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.